Hey guys, so I'm back with my third video in my Back to Basics series, and today I'm going to be talking about conditioning your hair. Now, conditioning your hair is a very important step, and it's also necessary to add that needed moisture back into your hair because, as you know, your natural hair is prone to dryness due to its structure. Even if you decided not to shampoo your hair, you do need to condition it. And a lot of naturals do choose to skip the shampooing step, and that's where co-washing comes into play. And it just pretty much means literally what it says, to wash your hair solely with conditioner. And a lot of new naturals don't seem to quite grasp that your hair can become clean by using conditioner alone, but it's true, you can cleanse your hair with just conditioner. Now, if you've been using a lot of products, I would suggest shampooing, but your hair can get clean with using a conditioner, and it also adds that needed moisture without adding any other harsh chemicals to your hair. Now, when you're choosing a conditioner to co-wash with, there's nothing specific that you need to use. The only thing that I would suggest is a moisturizing conditioner, as well as a conditioner that's going to have really good slip. And if you look in the ingredients, you'll see like certain type of silicones that are in the product, so that kind of lets you know if the product will have good slip. Honestly, any cheap conditioner will work out really good for your hair for co-washing. You do not want to spend a lot of money on conditioners because it's a product that you're going to be buying more frequently than others. Now, in order to condition your hair, it's pretty much the same way as when you pre-pooed as well as when you shampooed. And I know I'm not doing any demos, but this is more so of an informational video, so I just kind of want to tell you guys about it. But it's really simple. Now, with conditioning, you do want to make sure your hair is separated in sections. It's a lot easier to work in those manageable sections. And just like with shampooing, you work at the nape of your hair and work your way up. And one thing that I like to pay more attention to with co-washing than with shampooing is working the product in my hair more. Now, with shampooing, I made sure I massage my scalp really well to get the buildup off my scalp. With co-washing, I still do that, but I pay more attention to my hair and working the product throughout my hair in order to break up the dirt that's on the hair and also add that moisture back to my hair. And I'm constantly just pulling the conditioner through my hair in order to pull the dirt towards my end. But during co-washing, that's the best time to detangle your hair. Number one, your hair is fully saturated with a product, and like I said, you do want to find a product that has really great slip so you can detangle your hair. And you always want to make sure you detangle your hair with a wide tooth comb. After you finish each section, adding a conditioner as well as detangling, you can go ahead and rinse out that conditioner with normal temperature water. But one thing that I do like to do is do one more cool rinse, and that just seals that moisture into my hair. Now, another way that you can condition your hair is by deep conditioning. And deep conditions are really great to add that moisture back into your hair, especially after you've been having some really dry hair, you have color in your hair, or you're noticing that your ends are becoming really dry and split. Now, there are a couple of options when you're looking for a deep conditioner. Some like to use regular conditioners, some like to use specific deep conditioners, some like to use protein treatments, and some like to make their own conditioners at home. One thing I like to look for when I'm looking for a deep conditioner is to find something that's going to be creamy, because I do like to make sure that I detangle really well while I'm deep conditioning. Now, with the regular conditioners, specific deep conditioners, and DIY treatments, this is something that you can reach for on a regular basis. Of course, you don't want to over moisturize your hair, but you can always use those type of deep conditioners on your hair. Now, when using a protein treatment, it's something that you really want to space out the use of. Using too much protein will result into damaged hair, stiff hair, dry hair, and also hair that will begin to break off. Now, protein treatment is something that you really want to use when you just need some extra TLC on your hair. Now, when you're deep conditioning, you take the same steps as you take when you're conditioning. You separate your hair in those sections. You know, it's always easier to work that way, and you work from the nape to the front of your hair. You just want to make sure that you coat your hair with that deep conditioner really well, and you can detangle during this step if you choose to. When you finish each section, you're going to cover your hair with a plastic bag. And one thing that you do want to remember, in order to get the best results from your deep conditioner, you want to let it stay on your hair for at least 30 minutes and use it with heat. Heat is really going to make the difference. It's going to make sure that that conditioner is really penetrating into your hair. One thing people get confused with deep conditioning, they think if you leave the conditioner on overnight or hours on end that your hair is going to have a lot more moisture than if you leave it on for 30 minutes. But honestly, the same results that you get in those 30 minutes are going to be the same results that you'll get if you leave the conditioner on your hair overnight. But it's no problem if that's what you choose. Now, after the deep conditioner has sat on your hair for a while, I would recommend a cool rinse just to make sure that that moisture is completely sealed into your hair.